Hello and welcome back to Paranormal NL Podcast. That's PNL Podcast for short, located in Newfoundland and Labrador, Canada. I'm your host and founder, Jen Noseworthy. Thanks for tuning in to UPRN, United Public Radio Network, 107.7 FM in New Orleans and 105.3 FM on that Gulf. Watch and listen to PNL Podcast every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern on UPRNtalkradio.com. For tonight's Paranormal Summer episode on UPRN segment number 85, I've got a special guest waiting backstage from Florida and a co-host waiting backstage from North Carolina, who I'll bring on shortly. Now it's time to grab your favorite summer drink, a few campfire munchies, and get ready for the show tonight. Paranormal NL Podcast is sponsored by the Bog Team. It's a boots on the bog ground team doing historical paranormal investigations in Newfoundland, Canada. If you find yourself coming back to the show and you like the content, please smash that subscribe button. Gratitude. It all helps. Grab your PNL Podcast and Bog Team merch on TeePublic on our Linktree Paranormal NL Podcast. All the Bog Team music heard in the intro and the exit is available for download and use on all social media and streaming music platforms. And again, watch PNL Podcast every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern on UPRN with a YouTube live chat watch party with me, your host, Jen, and a few Bog Team members. Now, PNL Podcast believes in supporting international paranormal networking and highlighting global paranormal people, places, and things. Now, let's get on with the show. But first, I want to give a shout out to who introduced me to tonight's guest, and that's Mr. Sir Brian Bowden and Mark Eddy from Third Eye Live Podcast. Now, both Brian and Mark are PNL Podcast Alumni-Network members from season 2, 3, and 4. Give their numerous PNL Podcast episodes a listen. You'll enjoy all of their work. Now, I also want to give a huge shout out to the Island of Misfits podcaster group, who most of all of them are now just about our PNL Podcast Alumni-Network members from season 3 and 4, like Texas Front Porch, BMR Rob, Bigfoot Michigan Rob, Greg Ogles, Mr. Moist himself from Relic Films, Paranormal Paul with Paranormal Among Us, and Brent Thomas with Paranormal Portal, and many more like our guest tonight, who I'll bring on the stage in a second. But first, I'm going to bring in our co-host. We got Mr. Rob Shelsky. Welcome back. Hey. So tell the folks listening around the world who don't already know who you are a little bit about yourself.
Sure. I was a MUFON field investigator for several years. I've written a lot of books on UFOs, time travel, the Mandela effect, and the paranormal, including cryptids. And I have a real admiration for those who do a lot of research into it, and I enjoy listening to what they have to say.
Nice. Awesome. So now we're going to bring in our host, our guest of honor. Take off your mute. There she is, Natalie. Woo! Now, Miss Natalie is from Blondes and Booze podcast, but she's also from a plethora of other things. Natalie, do you want to give the folks listening around the world a little bit about yourself?
Absolutely. Hello, everyone. I'm Natalie Smearman. I am with Relic Films, Blondes and Booze, Paranormal Among Us, NCI, Seekers, and a few others. I do investigate all over the eastern and central United States and hope to branch out a little bit more. So I do cryptid investigations, paranormal investigations, and a smattering of other things that are the unexplained.
Folks, she does it all. Oh my gosh. Now, you were on a little while ago. I think I had you and Paul on together, or was it vice versa? I can't remember.
Was it Greg? I think it was Greg.
I had Greg on by himself, yeah. And then I think I went on your show with yourself and Paul. And Rob was there too.
That's right. That's what it was.
So tell us a little bit about your, you went to a recent convention, right?
Yes. So there's a
festival.
But
I got to ask you, did you bring this guy with you? I'm going to put him on the stage.
Uh-oh. There, oh my God, look at that cutie patootie. That's my little buddy that wanted to follow me out in the forest. And I started talking to him, and he was munching on all these cute little flowers. And then he was like, okay, I'm done.
How cute is he? He was like, okay, I'm leaving now. Bye. I love it.
So I was at a recent Bigfoot festival in Townsend, Tennessee, which is their annual Smoky Mountain Bigfoot Festival. And it is probably one of the most fun festivals I go to. And it had a ton of great speakers, and they had vendors and beer pavilion and food trucks and rock climbing walls and podcasters and speakers. And they had this whole stage built just for contests. So there was a Bigfoot howling contest, and
look what else they did. Check
out
the big
we had
screen.
Our premiere of The Vanished. So the night before was the premiere of The Vanished. We are so proud because we filmed that last year in the Great Smoky Mountains of Tennessee. And it's all about the two missing person cases that have been unsolved for many, many years in that area. And these two people went missing without a trace.
Scary stuff.
Just gone, vanished. And there is no rhyme or reason about this. And it was just bizarre. So we decided to go out into the forest and start investigating. And what we uncovered was paranormal of the utmost level.
All kinds of stuff, right?
It was like orbs, disembodied voices, grabbing. And then we found something that was within old Native American lore that we, you think about the lore. Okay, that's it. We found something. We found evidence. And so it's showcased in the movie, and we have a Native American paranormal investigator who provides information about this.
Nice.
So it is so cool. It's going to be streaming very soon on all the major platforms. And so Greg is the owner and the head guru, Mr. Moist, of Relic Films, and myself and Adam Davis are in the film, and we're the investigators, and we uncover some crazy stuff.
Lots of stuff. So everybody get out there and go watch it if you haven't seen it. The Vanished. Now I'm going to put up Mr. Moist banner, who when he was on with me February 24th, and there's a picture right there of The Vanished if you're wondering what the actual screen looks like. So thanks for sharing that, and everybody get out there and watch it, because you got to go watch some scary, spooky stuff, especially camping kind of stuff, right? I think you got another one coming out soon too, right? LDL?
So that one is going to be streaming. We do have that out on DVD, and that one, it was amazing. I was not in this one, but I am in the sequel to this one, and it's called Land Between the Lakes, Make Contact.
Nice.
And that one's going to be coming out in 2027. So the one that you just showed, it was incredible. That's what made me join Relic. This one, their encounter with several Sasquatch, Bigfoot, and they were within a few feet.
Wow.
And for a good 25 minutes, they're having this interaction, and there's growling and this angry vibe to it. And we wanted to go back to see if we could recreate it. And it turns out we stumbled across something far bigger, far more wild than we had ever dreamt. And we ended up getting surrounded. We saw cryptid rakes coming at us. There was a portal that opened up.
Oh my gosh.
There were Bigfoot all around us. There was one that walked right behind my truck. So definitely, this movie is coming out in 2027. The editing of this film is a massive undertaking because of the crew that we had there. We were running experiments every single day for 7 solid days. And so it was really a great experience to see what worked, what didn't work. And we came across some new methodology of cryptid investigations that...
Natalie, I can't remember if you're more of the Bigfoot woo or the biological or both.
I am more of, they are from a different realm. They can go through portals. They can turn into orbs and move in and out of our visual, our reality. And when I started out investigating, I very much thought that they were flesh and blood, some sort of ape. And now, after what I have witnessed over the last 2 years of heavy investigation, boots on the ground, deep into the forest, doing some rustic camping in some pretty remote areas, very much I don't believe that anymore. What I have seen makes me question every single thing. And I was talking to someone today that, we take for granted, that, oh, here we are. I'm going to wake up in the morning. I'm going to get ready. I'm going to go to work, come home, make dinner, cart the kids around, go to bed, start all over. And that is our reality. Very much what we see is our reality. And in my reality and what I have seen, that's not true. There is so much more beyond this, so much further that we don't even see on a regular basis unless you were to go and investigate and ask these questions, because we live in a bubble. We live in our own bubble. And unless we step outside of that bubble, outside of our comfort zone, we really don't fully recognize our own existence, our own environment. And there's so much more. And I encourage those to get out, explore, just go a little bit further and a little bit further.
What things stuck out to you the most for evidence of that kind of stuff? Is there something that's really shook you to the core?
Oh, very much so. And that was filming Return to Land Between the Lakes, Making Contact.
Okay.
Because when we were there, we were on our 4th day of investigating, and we had run so many experiments and logging what works, what doesn't work. And we decided to take an all-female team in to investigate.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, there was myself and 4 ladies. And then we had Greg as a cameraman and Jim Powell as a cameraman. And we're like, no long guns. We're not going to go in there dressed like we're hunting. We're going to go in there vulnerable. And then we're going to pick a fight when we're in there just to see what we can stir up.
See what it does. Yeah.
And the moment, because earlier that week at base camp, I had walked to the bathroom because it was just a shack with a little hole in the floor, really. And as I was walking there at night, I got growled at. And this growl was not a bear, and it was something I've never heard before. So I told Greg, I said, can I mimic that growl and see if that'll stir something up? He goes, yeah, absolutely. So I do that. And we're in the middle of nowhere,
Or provoke him with growls.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna growl. I'm like, let's see what happens. And I did that, and like everything broke loose. From the ridge line, you hear boom, and the ground shaking, and we're like, this is it. I've only heard of this stuff happening, and I never really believed it until I witnessed it and experienced it. And it kept happening. And then this portal at the top of the hill opened up, and we didn't know it was a portal at first. It was just this illuminating light. And then it took full form, which was in a perfect oval. And it was bluish white with these tiny little fairy lights all around it sparkling. And then out of it came what we recognized as a crawler. To start out, we couldn't really understand what it was. And then a crawler came out on all 4s and started moving back and forth.
Ew.
And then a second one came out, and a third one came out.
Did you get this on film?
So we're pretty sure we got this on film, but it was so intense. And Greg said, let me do another growl, because he had a camera, Jim had the camera. And I'm like, we got to get this. And I'm saying there's a crawler at my 12 o'clock, and we're being surrounded by all kinds of noise. There's a weird dog behind us barking, and there shouldn't be a dog. And like all these weird things are happening all around us. And so he lets out this long growl, and then all of a sudden he goes, ah! And I look, and one of these things comes galloping at us.
Oh, no.
And he goes to reach for his pew-pew in his pocket.
Oh, he did bring one. Okay.
A little one. And I was like, and I had 2 ladies, 2 of our investigators behind me, and they were sick. They got hit with something, and they were both physically ill. And I'm going, I can't let this thing get past me, because if it gets them, they're done. So I had bear spray with me. I lunged forward and hit it with bear spray, not knowing if it was going to do anything or not.
Right.
And it stopped it, and it retreated back.
Okay.
We had to retreat down the hill because it's bear spray. And as soon as we got to the bottom of the hill, we heard a scream, a woman screaming in the field behind us. We turn around, and with the camera and the therm, we caught a very large bipedal creature in the field behind us staring at us.
Wow.
So
that must have been a really, I guess, confusing experience.
It
right?
was, well, we're surrounded. And now by this time, everything's moving in on us. That's getting closer. Red orbs are starting to show up on the road in front of my truck and behind the other truck, because we're down at the very bottom near the gravel road.
Right.
And then Jim goes, my batteries are dead, including my backup battery. It's at 0.
No, the backup batteries die.
And then Greg goes, my batteries just died. And then another camera, another therm, it won't record. And phones are dying, and they're wiping us out. They're draining us.
Wow.
And so I look to the left and I see this massive Bigfoot, massive, walk behind my truck and disappear into thin air.
Now, Rob, do you have more questions about that?
Yeah, I do. I mean, it sounds like a heck of a lot of stuff went on. Sure,
it was
good
like
camera pictures of it.
It
right?
was all this. I mean, it was like that. All this stuff is happening around us, and we're having to stay very close together and looking, like people are looking all around us, because at any given time, anything could come and get us.
Trying to get your six, yeah.
Right. So we've got to stay tight. We have to look outwards to make sure nothing's going to come and grab us. And then I saw the Bigfoot. I have a Santa Cruz truck, which is not big, but the bottom of its butt cheek was at the top of the bed of my truck. And so,
where was the rest of it?
What's that?
I was just saying, where's the rest of it? If the top was at
So it was huge. It was massive. And the arms and the chest, the barrel. I mean, it was just massively thick. Huge.
Do you think like more, you said the crawlers came out, but do you think just like a bunch of stuff just like poured out? Or was it, did they turn in from a crawler to a Bigfoot, almost like an S-Walker would do, you know?
Right. And you know, it's funny you say that because we were talking about that.
Okay.
Well, could they shapeshift?
Right.
And it was like, why are these crawlers around Bigfoot? Bigfoot could have walked in and snapped our necks like that, and they didn't.
Yeah, and like, you know, some people say, okay, they don't want to bring like a gun or something because it might recognize it as a gun.
Yeah,
and cause it to come after you.
Well, I'll tell you what happened earlier in the week. We came to the same location, but we had a security team with us, 3 men, former military with long guns.
Wow.
When we walked in, the investigative team walked in first. We were starting to get activity. We didn't pick a fight, but we started to get activity. And so we're like, okay. So then the security team moves in 10 minutes later and everything stops. No more activity. No, nothing. No movement. Nothing. And we tried to do different things. Nothing worked.
Okay, I have a question here. Number one, did you get any really good video or footage of this?
Well, when something like that is going on, you're not going to be like, hold on, let me get it into film. Like, you're going to be like, oh, shit.
Set up and ready to go.
Yeah, we had cameramen there filming. And we had smaller cameras filming. Now, we have not reviewed all of the footage yet because I'll tell you, Greg, after that incident with the rakes coming at us, he didn't want to review the film right away. It was that intense. We needed to go back to base camp and decompress a little bit. He started to review a few things, and we did catch a lot on camera. But as soon as that rake got really, really close, our camera died for a minute and then came back on.
Have you thought about filming with actual film rather than video to see if
and you know, we've talked about that, and we also talked about, you know, how do we protect our cameras that we have? And so we are right now, because we've had a lot of issues, especially at the LBL. We were filming near and doing our talk show Beyond the Ordinary that I produce, and we had 2 cameras running. And the camera that was facing the forest, every single episode, that camera died for no reason. And so if anything was facing the forest, the energy would project and knock the camera out. And it was frustrating because we had really good film and we couldn't use that. We had to use the other camera.
Have you ever thought about using the Super 8 or something like that, like Rob was mentioning?
Yeah. So we thought about using, like, right now we're brainstorming as to what we can use going forward.
Right. Yeah.
And it's frustrating because we're out there and we are having all these experiences and they're wiping our batteries.
And I guess it's hard to use trail cams too, because you don't know like where you're going to be going, because it's such a big area to LBL.
It's 170,000 acres.
That's huge.
Well, yes, but no one's going to do that. I mean, I have seen films of Bigfoot on YouTube and other places, and they get back to the 60s. And I mean, yes, I understand that the cameras fail sometimes with these things, but surely if all of this was happening, and I know that Jen was saying, well, when you're in the middle of all this, it's hard to remember the film. And yet a lot of people film even their own deaths on camera.
You know? And we did.
Found footage. Yeah, you don't want to do a found footage film, Natalie.
No, but I mean, my point is, even under extreme stress, a lot of people will really just grab that camera and start filming because of that.
Absolutely.
And, they want evidence, but
do you guys use drones too? I never thought
we had a gentleman use a drone, but it was during the day.
Okay.
And but for the camera work, I mean, the amount of film that we still have to go through for that film, you're talking about over 150 hours worth of film.
And their batteries drain so fast, don't they? The drones.
Yeah. And but we still have a lot of film to go through. And that's why it's going to take so long for this film to get out, is because there is so much.
That's the hardest part, is post-production. Sifting through everything, like each grain of sand, trying to see what's in it.
Yeah. And I mean, a lot of times you've got to watch and rewatch and slow it down and then see different things and different lighting. And
yeah, because you might have even picked up an EVP on the film that you didn't even know about, right?
Right. And we just filmed a paranormal documentary.
Okay.
And Greg is going through that right now, because that's going to be an easy one to edit. And he's finding all kinds of things that we didn't see.
Okay.
And we didn't even hear. So just at one location, we went to 3 separate locations.
Where do you think these all come from? I mean, these things I actually have a few questions. Number one, why would you initiate a fight situation with these things? That doesn't sound safe. Number two, where do you think these are all coming from? And number three, I mean, do you have any physical evidence to support any of this? Or is it just, I mean, I'd like to see some,
Right.
That's the thing with the paranormal. It all happens so fast.
Yeah.
And then at least you're with a bunch of people who could say, did you see that?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, but this took a little longer. I mean, they were coming at them, they're coming around them. I mean, there was time to film this, I think.
Oh, yeah.
With that many people, someone must have had the wherewithal to say, I got to get this on camera.
Right.
Or I hope it would. Otherwise, what would be the point in going out there?
Rob is a scientist. He wants to.
Absolutely. And I appreciate that. So I'll tell you, number one, I don't know where they come from. And that is the biggest question. I don't remember what your first question was.
I can't either.
Okay. So we'll have to go back and look at that. I'll probably remember in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know where they come from, but do you have any opinion as to where you think they come from?
I used to, and now I don't. Only because what I have seen, they might come from
so
different
Spirit
realms.
Talker says they come from the woods.
And you know what? They can come from the woods. They live in the woods, but do they come from the woods? I don't know.
I don't think so.
I think they come
the reason
from
I asked this is I was just reading
Portal could be in the woods.
I was just reading some of the reports that have been released under the disclosure thing they've been doing just the last few days.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them was a CIA report, or I think it was FBI actually, that they said that they could be extra dimensional beings. And I've been kind of leaning that way myself. You're talking about portals, so do you think it might be extra dimensional, or do you think it's actually supernatural? I mean, what do you think?
I think they're from different dimensions.
Where's my body?
And I don't know where your body is. So But yeah, we still have to go. I mean, there is plenty of evidence out there.
Well, I buried a few. I'm sorry, go ahead.
About 150 hours of film. And so then we're going to put the film together of the best evidence that we have and then release it next year. I still haven't seen all the film that he's got. And
Aren't you dying to see it, though? I mean, I would be dying to see that.
I am, but he doesn't have the capacity right now to even go into it because he's editing the other film, the paranormal film that we just did. And so I'm like, you get that out. And as soon as he's done getting that done, then he's going to start on this one. And then that's when I'm going to be like, I want to see all of this. I want to see every moment of it because there was so much.
Yeah, you could have another movie there. I mean,
what's that?
Probably. You could have another movie there.
We could probably have two. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And with the amount of evidence that we have in all of the great film, because there were 3 teams of us. There wasn't just us. I mean, there were 3 teams out there filming. And we're all
That's what I meant when Jen was talking about maybe no one had the wherewithal to film. But when you have that many people out there and that many cameras and that recording equipment, you think someone would catch something.
Yeah. And we were all in different locations for the most part. And so I think your first question, if I remember, why would I go in there and start a fight?
Oh, that was it. Yeah.
That was
Yeah. Why would you do that?
Because us paranormal people are crazy, right?
Yeah, it's certainly not. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah. The whole week was dedicated to experiments. And one of the experiments was to go in and start a fight.
But is
What's
that a
going to
good
happen?
thing? I mean, if these creatures apparently exist, they're apparently somewhere else. That's not exactly putting our best foot forward in trying to contact them, is it?
Well, if we want contact and we want to see what they're at, where they're at, what they're doing, what they look like, we need them to come forward. And yes, we knew that we knew this was going to be dangerous.
I was going to say it could be dangerous. I mean, it's like poking a bear just to get it.
Exactly. And my life insurance policy was up to date. I had everything squared away in case I was like, and I told them, I said, if something happens to me and I'm getting attacked, do not help me. You film it.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I think I'd want both. You help me.
So we knew this walking in, how dangerous this was going to be. And
no,
so,
it said your respectful gratitude. But then it said, I can scare you.
Okay.
What is your spirit talker saying? Anything?
Yes. It goes, he knows it's almost time and look behind you.
Look behind you.
Okay.
Rob. Oh, that's funny. Look, we're getting you paranoid now.
Yeah. Usually it's a cat, but you never know these days.
It's
well,
like tortoise.
It'll be interesting. I mean,
there's Rom's house here. Yeah.
Oh, we each bought another tunnel. We bought another tunnel. Yeah.
You bought another tunnel?
Mm-hmm.
So now you got 2? Oh, I had to make another little thing.
Yeah, it's worth it. It keeps the cats out of the house and out of my hair. But this whole cryptid thing. I mean, you're talking about rakes and things like that, and I do watch a lot of these camping videos. You know, like they go into the haunted woods, that sort of thing, to see what happens to them.
Like the Blair Witch Project and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, only this is real. That wasn't. And some people, because Blair Witch problem.
There's a few fun ones on Twin Paranormal where they go in the Appalachia. And it's like, oh my God, it's in real time, but the stuff that they're getting is so scary. It'll freak you out and make you never want to go to the Appalachian.
Well, which I wrote a book called Vanished, but it's about the towns that disappeared in Appalachia under strange circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
You thought about maybe investigating the sites of some of these towns. One of them had a creek, and it had black goo suddenly appear in it, and several children disappeared. And I thought that might be something that you might find. And also some of them are like off limits now. You're not really supposed to go there.
Interesting.
The Smoky Mountains alone, where we were, and Appalachia, were always a very violent place back in the day.
Yeah, they were.
And what we had come across, I had interviewed a lady when we were filming, and her grandfather came to the Townsend area to do work on the national park and building roads, and especially building roads into Cades Cove. So they were digging up the land to make the road, and they kept coming across these boxes. They would open up the boxes, and there were dead bodies in there.
Ew.
And so they were unmarked graves, but some of them had scratch marks in the inside of the box. So they were buried alive. Some were murdered. So there was a lot of energy was released when they were digging all of this up. And once that happened, she said that's when the paranormal activity really started to heighten.
That would do it.
And that's why when we went in to the national park at night, we were getting all these disembodied voices.
Did you ever hear any whistling or singing while you were there?
No.
I had a lot in the Appalachia, right?
Yeah, it does. It does. But when we were there, we did not. It was a lot of male voices.
And then they say to pull your curtains, don't look out the window.
Yes.
Sunset, you don't open your curtains.
I grew up in West Virginia. And, we always heard of tales of Bigfoot, and we always laughed it off because we were like, oh, that's not real. That's just a tall tale that the parents tell you, and just to keep you out of the forest. And we would always close our blinds at night. You weren't allowed going to certain areas.
Oh my gosh, you guys, it just said sitting. So something is like looking in the window watching.
So, and that's what would happen. You would have these things watching you.
Yeah.
So it was, I always laughed it off, but I moved out of West Virginia, moved to Florida, and then a Bigfoot sighting hit the news here in Florida. And I'm going, so I'm like, there's something real about this.
And there's like an oral history through all indigenous and even like non-indigenous. There's oral history of all these beings and things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in Florida, you just don't have Bigfoot. You've also got the skunk ape over there.
Yes, we have skunk apes in South Florida.
Yes.
And we there is a place in the Ocala National Forest that it's not on a map. There's a little postage stamp of land that is owned by the government that you're not allowed on.
Okay.
And you can get down to the river to see it. You could, you can't cross the river because it's filled with alligators and water moccasins. You're not going to survive it. But we got over there and we were standing at the edge, and it was about 1:30 in the morning, and you're hearing whoop, 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 and you're hearing tree knocks and screams. They're there. And normally what we have found during research is when governments purchase these little pieces of land that you're not allowed going on, there's a nesting site.
Yeah,
and that made me think there's a nesting site in this area.
Yeah,
I don't know. The woods in Florida are not what I would call particularly thick woods, though, are they? They're more like scrub.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
They're thick. They're with a lot of tall trees and brush and palms and a lot of stuff.
So mostly it's palmettos and scrub pine, isn't it?
Not necessarily.
There's
No.
a swampy area too there.
Yeah. The swamps, they're thick. You can't even see a couple feet into it.
Makes me think of Marie
Dumont. I lived in Florida for a long time.
Was a Bigfoot Central, is it? Is that her name of her company?
What is it?
Marie Dumont?
Yeah. So she is in the Tampa area.
Okay.
And she goes
mid Florida Bigfoot, right? Yeah, there you go.
Florida Bigfoot. She's a good friend of mine. And I am north of her by a couple of hours.
Okay.
And so the forest.
St. Tampa. I was Tampa and St. Petersburg, and also Charlotte and Punta Gorda, Fort Myers.
Gotcha.
Do you think that they protect the land?
I'm sorry, what?
Do you think that they protect the land?
I think so, yeah. Absolutely.
I think they protect their territory. I'm not so sure about the land itself, but I think their territory.
And with the indigenous tribes that were here and are still here, the Miccosukee tribe and the Seminole Indian tribe, they're very much ingrained. Like, yeah, they're here. Absolutely.
Okay. Does
and
anybody know Mr. Edwards?
Mr. Edwards?
Yeah, came out just asking. Said I protect this place, Mr. Edwards.
Okay. Thank you. So, thanks. Appreciate it.
Because it could be one of your houses too.
So
okay, there's something I want to say here because you were saying that the Bigfoot just disappeared like in mid-step and stuff, but I had a gentleman, he owned 2 radio stations in Memphis, Tennessee, and I was on his shows. And we got to be sort of friends via, the phone. We talked one time. And he has a farm that his family has had since the late 1700s up in the Appalachians in the Blue Mountains. He said that they constantly saw Bigfoots there and that they would come out. He said that they hated dogs and they would kill dogs. But he said they would leave food out for them and they would come. And he said, I know this sounds strange, but really not much stranger than some of the stuff you just went through. But he said that one time they had Thanksgiving and 2 of the creatures actually came inside and ate. And their table manners were really pretty poor. But he swears by this. He absolutely
really? That came for Thanksgiving? That's interesting.
That's very
well,
interesting.
I think they smelled the food cooking and they came to like the back door and they opened the door and they came in. But he said they were quite real. They smelled terribly. You couldn't put the dogs out when they were around. But he said they were quite real. So do you think they're real in the sense, or do you think they're supernatural, more like, say, ghosts or something like that?
Yeah, I don't think they're ghosts. I think when you physically see them, they have physical form.
Yeah, the indigenous said they had actual relationships with them, but there was some kind of a problem. Something happened, and then I guess the relationship fell apart. And now they kind of hide and stay away from sight and kind of stay away from us, right? Because we tend to be very violent, like Rob was saying. Like, why would you pick a fight? Well, as a human nature, right?
Right.
Well, do you think violent? I mean, I've not seen a lot of evidence that they're violent per se.
No, we're violent.
Although I have seen some evidence of that, but I'm not sure if it's Bigfoot or, people being harassed in the country in their cabin at night, something climbing the roof, walking around outside, but they didn't know that it was Bigfoot. They were kind of assuming that, and they would see something in the woods, but it was too far away to really, at night, to get any kind of an image of. But do you think they're violent?
Only if they feel threatened. Okay, and that's my opinion.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
It makes sense. Just like any animal, if you put them in a corner, they're going to get violent. They're going to be like, hey.
They're going to protect
that's
themselves.
Assuming they're any animal or like any animal. But if they're coming through portals and turning into orbs or whatever, they're not a normal animal by any means.
No. In my opinion, they have abilities that are far beyond our comprehension.
Because, a lot of people go in the woods and they go on camping and stuff, but, they could easily come over and squish you in your tent, but they don't.
They don't. Not at all.
Live and let live, really. One other thing, when you do this, when you guys go out there, you obviously get scared. And, would you actually shoot a Bigfoot?
I would never. I don't carry a pew-pew.
Yeah. Because until we know what they are, they might be a sentient being, in which case you wouldn't want to kill one.
I carry bear spray with me. And
Same
that's
thing
all I
like
carry.
Octopus. I don't know how people can eat those creatures because they're so intelligent.
Or
and they're
squids.
adorable.
Yeah, they are.
They
and
are
so,
really.
Yeah, they're adorable.
Ugly, but cute. Yeah.
But I only carry bear spray because I feel no matter what I come across, and if they are charging me or being violent, bear spray is going to hold them off long enough for me to get away.
Yeah.
Theoretically.
Now, if I have a pew-pew and I hit one of these creatures that's far bigger than me, massive creatures, it's going to make them quite angry. It's going to make them angrier. So I don't, and I would only do that if we were in a threatened situation. So if they're coming at us, I'm going to protect us. Other than that,
just like any mama bear would, right?
right. So if they want to like roam around or just kind of like do their thing, I'm down with it. Like when I got growled at in the forest, when I was walking to the makeshift bathroom, I didn't feel like, okay, it was more or less like, hey, you stay over there, I'm staying over here. You know, it was almost like I'm here, but don't come near me.
It's almost like, okay, you're going to the bathroom, but you're marking your territory, and it was probably growling at you.
Right. I'm like, I just have to go to the bathroom.
No, you ever see any babies, like young ones? They must have young ones, right?
They do have juveniles. I have never seen one.
And what do you think happens to these people who just utterly vanish? Do you think they're taking them to eat them?
No, I don't. Not at all. I think the people who are vanishing are for many, many other reasons. And it could be a variety of different reasons.
They do say they lure them out to the woods. Like you said, you hear like a female kind of a sound, or they say things to you to get you to go out in the woods.
But there are so many other things out there that could do that.
True.
That could be a mimic. That could be a rake. That could be a dog man.
Many things out there, then why aren't we seeing them more often and catching them on camera more often?
Well, because our human eyes, we can't see a lot of stuff. Just think if we had insect eyes, how many things we could see.
You see them. Cool? Natalie saw them. They were visible in plain sight. I mean, so why aren't we getting more camera footage of this?
Maybe when they're coming out of the portal, they can't camo themselves or something?
Yeah, but what about hair from them, or footprints, or fecal matter? I mean,
oh yeah, there's plenty of footprints around. I mean, I caught a print in Missouri. It was like 18, 19 inches.
Fake. I'm trying to. I'm a hard evidence kind of guy, and
absolutely,
there's one guy that saw hair from one, and the FBI, just for the heck of it, tested it because he insisted it was from a Bigfoot. Turned out it was from two different types of deer. So, and the same with some fecal matter. So as yet, we don't have any of that kind of evidence at all. Just some blurry photographs or film.
Well, and I disagree.
I think these exist. I just want to see more. I mean, it's like
you want the physical evidence.
Yeah, you want the physical. And so do I.
He's definitely the Scully, right? I'm Mulder and Scully, but Rob, you're through and through Scully. You're like, show me the money, otherwise Mulder.
And I do. Right? I respect that because we need that in this industry. And I know that there are people that have submitted what they felt was hair follicles in for evidence, and they came back inconclusive because there's no way. I read about that
in one of those cases. Yeah,
right. There's no way to say that's a Bigfoot because there's no DNA evidence. There's no body. There's no way to say.
No, I don't think that there's no Bigfoot. I am convinced there is.
Oh yeah, no. I'm saying there's no Bigfoot body. There's no Bigfoot DNA.
Yeah, right.
The Smithsonian took it, Natalie.
Yeah, why didn't you find that? You know.
Yeah.
I wish. I mean, I don't want to wish any of the big feet to be unalived, but I mean, I would like to some kind of. We need to have answers, and all this research that you're doing, that I do, and everyone else is doing, it's to find answers.
Correct.
And the answers seem to be so hard to come by with concrete evidence. You know?
I wonder, will some of the disclosure come up with some of this, because orbs are tied in so close, and UAPs and stuff too. Bigfoot and cryptids.
The FBI report said that there were a lot of credible witnesses to these things, and therefore the summation of that one particular memo was that these could very well be extraterrestrial or extra-dimensional.
Yeah,
and even called them ETB.
So even in the logger's manual for the guys out in the woods, you know, tearing down the trees, they have a section in their booklet on cryptids.
Did you see that one video where they had
what to do if you encounter a Bigfoot?
It was just a trunk. It was right in the middle of this dirt road, straight down into the dirt road. And the camera panned around, and none of those trees were broken. Where this thing came from had to have come from a long ways, and it went in an arc, and boom, straight down into the ground. It's just sitting there.
Right.
That to me would be a Bigfoot.
Yeah, I agree because there is evidence in Alaska of trees being uprooted, turned upside down, and slammed down into the ground, almost marking their territory. And I know the exact video you're talking about.
Too.
It's incredible.
A lot of people have disappeared in Alaska, in the Alaskan Triangle.
No, 100%.
The population has disappeared over 15 years.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
And so in my opinion, I think there is a lot of evidence pointing at portals.
I was just going to say, do you think people maybe walk into a portal and boom, they're in another dimension, like by mistake? You know, like, whoops, where am I kind of thing. I'm not supposed to be in this dimension. How do I get back, right?
So if you see a rectangle opening up and a beautiful light shining through, and on the other side, you see whatever, and you're like, what is that? I'm going to go see what that is. And you go in, and all of a sudden it closes, and you're gone. There's no coming back.
Mm-hmm.
No, and so many people have disappeared like that. A lot of children have disappeared.
Yeah.
Makes me wonder. And I mean, around Crater Lake, an older lady disappeared. And when they disappear, sometimes they find the body, more often they don't. And quite often they find nothing hardly at all that belonged to them. Knapsacks, nothing, you know.
Right.
So,
so all of them must have went in there, right? Boom, disappeared.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
It is.
So do you want to do your dowsing rods? We're going to let's do 5-minute dowsing rod session.
All right, that sounds good.
What you get.
You want me to pull mine, or you want to pull yours?
No, you can do yours. I'm going to have Rob ask the questions. Or I tell you what, we can both do it if you want. Might be easier for one to do, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Okay. Opening up.
Well, why don't you both do it and see if the answers coincide?
Okay.
Okay.
Opening up this session in the light of God and the blood of Jesus. Go to base.
In the spirits of my house, I want your help with the spirits of Rob's house and Natalie's house to help answer some questions. Show me yes.
Go to base.
Show me no. He said the dead don't rest. Yes. Okay, Rob. Rob is going to ask questions.
Okay. Is my cat Tubby, who I think was a very special cat out of all the cats I've had and now have, is he anywhere near me?
I have a yes.
I've got a slight yes.
Go back to base.
That means something for me. Are there any evil spirits in my house besides me?
I've got a strong yes.
Did you get one?
I've gotten a slow yes. Thank you. Back to base.
You want to ask more questions about that entity, Rob?
Yes, I'd like to. I was told there is an entity that shadows me in this house. Can you give me some idea of, it has to be yes or no, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Is the entity evil?
Slight yes.
Slight yes. Slow yes.
Does the entity mean me harm?
I've got explosion to come up on my spirit talker.
I got a yes.
I got a slight yes on that.
Does the entity intend to actually do me harm?
Oh, I got a strong yes, Rob.
I got a yes.
Really?
Back to base, please.
Did Rob pick this up from a paranormal person? No.
I bet it came from you, Jen. I was fine until you looked.
No, it said no. It said no. Did Rob pick this up from outside of his house? Yes.
Yes. Slow yes, but yes.
Did Rob pick this up from the woods? No.
Okay, open.
Good. I have woods all around me.
Did Rob pick this up from an object that he purchased? Ooh, I've got a strong yes. It hit me in the hand.
That's a yes.
I haven't purchased anything like that.
Oh, it's waving, Rob. It's like completely waving.
Want to wave to Jen?
Oh my God, it's going nuts over here. Okay, so Rob bought something that has an attachment. Yes, it's going nuts. Look at them.
Does Rob have an attachment? There. Yeah, that is. Yep.
Is the object a solid item like furniture or something like that?
Why wouldn't it be solid? Can you give a different question?
Yeah, I suppose.
I got a partial yes.
Did Rob buy it with this year? Yes.
I got a yes.
Probably my lighting system.
Wait, is it Siri? Oh my God, I got a huge yes.
Well, that's great because I don't have Siri. I have Alexa.
Okay, is it Alexa? A huge yes. And it's waving its hands around. Look.
Natalie, you keep doing it after she does it. Are you sure you're not just?
I swear I'm not. I'm just sitting
influenced
here.
by Jen? No.
Okay, Spirit, are you telling me that Rob's AI is evil? Yes. So it came through Rob's AI device? Yes. Oh,
is all AI evil?
No.
I got a yes.
You got a yes? Yes.
Uh-huh.
Is all AI evil? I gotta know. Okay. What did you say you got, Rob? What is it called?
Alexa, Amazon Alexa.
Is Rob's Alexa evil because of where he got it? Yes, it hit me in the hand and now it's waving everywhere. Where did you get this thing?
Amazon.
Now, am I allowed to ask that question? was Rob's AI device used? Yes, so it was a used device that you got from Amazon.
No.
Partial yes.
No.
Partial yes.
Mine is waving around like crazy.
Yeah, you know if it's used. They have to tell you. It can be used. It can be in moderately good condition, or new. They're new.
If he turns it off at night, will that help get rid of it from his house? No.
Would praying get rid of it? Would praying get rid of it?
Yes, a very strong yes.
I got a slow yes. Partial yes.
I got a really strong yes, and now it's waving its hands everywhere.
Okay, go back to base. Thank you.
So praying helps get rid of Rob's.
What's that, Rob?
Ask you to find evil.
You ask.
A control question, yeah. Am I evil? Oh, you bury a few bodies in the backyard and everyone thinks
you're evil.
Oh my God, it's waving around like
I gotta know.
Good.
Why are mine waving around like crazy?
You have a faulty set of dividing lines. I'm going with Natalie. It's much better paper.
Oh my gosh. Rob, ask it another question.
You want me to ask another question?
Yeah.
Does Rob need to pray more? That's a strong
they always say
Rob
yes.
need to pray more.
Huge yes, with a waving.
I got kind of a slow yes, kind of.
So will praying get rid of Rob's evil spirit in his AI? No.
Will turning off the Alexa get rid of it?
Yes.
Will getting rid of Alexa get rid of the evil spirit?
I got a strong yes on that one.
Natalie did. I'm going with Natalie again because I spent a fortune on this stuff.
Wait, I just got a yes.
Oh, great.
It was a slow yes.
Ask it again, Rob.
Ask it what?
Turning it off or getting rid of it?
Would turning off my Alexa get rid of the evil spirit?
Yes. Cross. It said cross, Rob.
I got nothing.
So, okay, if I pray, what is it? Christian prayers that I should make, or is it Muslim? Or
it has to be yes. Yes or no?
Well, I'm sorry. Which is a yes and which is a no?
Well,
you have to ask a yes or no question.
Oh, I see. Okay. Do the praying does it have to be Christian?
No.
I'm getting a very slow no.
Yeah. So you don't have to invoke Jesus in order to pray?
No.
No. Huh.
I'm getting
just remember. I'm getting a very, very slow yes, but no.
Is the nature of the entity a spirit?
Yes.
No, yes, and no. Well, that's an iffy answer. Because Natalie, yours is not doing it,
question.
right?
Mine just gave a slow yes.
Oh, did it? Oh, darn.
Slow, yeah.
Does the spirit come from another person that once lived?
Slow yes. Oh,
Slow yes.
yeah. Oh, I got a huge yes.
That's probably one of those dates I had a few years back.
Oh my God, it's laughing. Look, when it does this, it's laughing.
Oh, good. It has a sense of humor.
It's laughing. Oh God, that's funny.
Can you wave at Rob? Can you wave?
Can I wave?
No, I'm asking the spirit. Can you wave to Rob, please?
Says I'm by your side. We're going to have to glue this up because we're at 60 minutes.
Okay.
We're going to have to continue our episode with Rob. To the spirits of my house, thank you for helping Rob and the spirits of Natalie's house.
Thank you.
You cannot follow anybody home. You cannot go inside of anybody. Thank you for talking to us. Goodbye.
Closing out the session. And
well, wait, before we close out the session, I want to say one thing. If the spirit would like to move over to Natalie's house or Jen's, you're more than welcome.
No.
Rob,
no. I've got enough here.
He said his name is Fred. I'm by your side.
Fred is by my side, or his side.
Yeah. I'm going to turn off my spirit box now to the ghost of my house. Thank you for talking. We're going to goodbye. It says you are strong. Thank you. Goodbye. Okay, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in to PNL and UPRN 107.7 FM in New Orleans and 105.3 FM on that Gulf. So you listened in tonight to Natalie Smearman and Rob Shelsky. Thanks so much for tuning in. Natalie, do you want to give a really quick shout out? We're gone for over a minute now.
Yeah, so my name's Natalie Smearman. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and also under Relic Films, Blondes and Booze, and Paranormal Among Us.
And Rob, do you want to give a shout out to your stuff?
Sure. I have some 83 books now. You can look them up on Amazon, Bermuda Press, or Simon & Schuster, some of them. And you can find me by simply Googling my name on Google, obviously.
And thanks so much again, everybody, for being on the show. We're going to leave with some female dance music from the Bog Team.